pretty similar setup to what we did last Monday. I think I added like one exercise to the end just to make Janelle happy. If she joins us, we'll see. I don't know. She might be sleeping in today. Oh boy. Yesterday we were walking around Mercer Island, just Janelle showed me around where she used to run around and play as a kid, and we saw a new kind of food service that they have down there. I guess these dietitians basically come together and they cook all this food and they freeze it, and then you can go in and buy it, and they're very health conscious. They're very like food sensitivity conscious. So I mean, these meals are actually pretty good, and they're a little more expensive, I guess, than a normal meal would probably be if you just made it yourself. But it was pretty cool. Like we tried a few things, and it's called Eat Local, I think, was the name of the place. Pretty cool. It's kind of refreshing to go into a place like that and have like, it tastes like real food, you know. It's like, even though it was frozen, I'm not sure what they do to keep it preserved. As I said, they can keep it up to a year. You know, I'm shooting about 30 seconds on each side, or just focusing on our breathing here, getting good stretch. Try and squeeze your butt, kind of reinforce that stretch. We're going to be doing some split squats again later, so that'll definitely feel much better if we're nice and warmed up and loosened up. From here, once we get through that hip flexor stretch, we're going to go right into reinforcing it with either a single leg bridge, like cook bridge, or the bridge on the couch, the hip lift. From here, our shoulders line across. Who's that? Is that Andy? Hey, what's up, Andy? That video Ben sent me was pretty funny. I've seen that comedian. He's actually like a really, I think he's pretty serious about like doing CrossFit. I can't remember what his name is. The redheaded, kind of sarcastic. Okay, we're going single leg, reinforcing here with that bridge. Let's go 8 each side. Next time you guys do that band pull part or that reverse fly from either a bent over position where you're seated on the couch, or you can just go into kind of a bent over row position. Let's stick to the band pull part here. 10 to 15 here, squeezing those shoulder blades. What's up, Jesse? I think I saw you pop in too. How's everybody doing on this? Is it like the 7th week of quarantine here? Today's number 31, so I guess that would be the start of 7 weeks. It's crazy. I read something about how they might even extend it even further, closer to summer, which is nuts to think about. So you can go back to that hip flexor stretch, or you can do world's greatest stretch. Just to do something a little different here, I'll go to that one. So again, you can either pop that leg up, keep focusing on that hip flexor, or we're gonna go down, reaching my heel back, reaching my knee forward, really trying to get a good stretch to these hips. And we'll do somewhere between like 3 and 5 reaching motions. Ugh. Oh, turn that off. Yeah. Last night Janelle was watching the 2009 season of The Bachelor. And that show's pretty funny actually, if you've ever seen it. We kind of fast forwarded because she was almost done, so we fast forwarded and tried to guess who he was going to pick, and well, I was super wrong. And then in that season, the girl he picks at the end, he actually goes back, like they come back after that, and he decides to take the ring back and then gives it to the girl that took second. It was pretty hilarious TV. Back to that single leg bridge. Man, that show is really popular from what I've heard though. People love that show. I didn't think it was real. Like, I thought they were like actors and stuff. Like, I didn't think people would go through that. Each side. Really driving through that heel, squeezing your butt. Trying to reinforce this good hip extension. One more band, pull apart. Yeah, Jason and Molly. I don't know if there's a bunch of other ones on Netflix or if that's the only one, but it was the last couple episodes that she had been watching for some reason, and yeah, it was pretty funny. I thought he was gonna go with the third girl who took third place, and whatever. They live in Kirkland. That's crazy. I mean, the show just seems so surreal to be in a situation like that. Before our circuit of things, we've still got a couple more things to get us warmed up here. So Richard, you're all caught up on your Bachelor then. Oh, really? Dang. Well, now that he's gotten super popular, it's probably really helpful to have a business like that. I'm going to raise this camera up. We're going to start with some seal jacks. You got 10 seal jack. Fallout lunge. So you can do fallout lunge, or let's go this way where we take a wide base and we just do more of a lateral squat. I think that's going to be a little bit better for our warm up here. Shooting for 5 to 8 on each side, just really trying to shift our weight over, rotating our shoulders, just trying to open those hips up a little bit. Let's see, what does everybody say here? Never seen them. Oh, you've met them? Where did you meet them? That's funny. Once you've knocked out somewhere between 5 and 8 of these lateral squats, hand walk out. And then when we get to the circuit, I'll probably put the music back on because interesting. Squeeze your butt, builds abs tight, get a little bit of a stretch here. Huh. Small world. One more time with those seal jacks. Got one more round of each thing here. 10 seal jack. Lateral lunge or lateral squat. Toes straight ahead. Pushing off the inside of my foot to bring me over. Shifting my hips over, really trying to get everything shifted over one foot here. Small world. And last hand walkout. While you guys are doing that last hand walkout, I'm going to work on seeing if I can get this music right. Let's see. Oh. Okay, so is that still pretty loud for you guys? How's it? Can you even hear the music? Because it's like pretty quiet on my end, but if it's super loud on your end, then you guys can let me know. Okay. Alright, so today it's the hinge, the press, the row, the squat. So it's just 5. Oh, interesting. Well, you don't really need to hear me that much anyway. But you might need to hear the sound of what's going on, so that's a bummer. Okay, oh well, we'll find another way to do that. You probably still need to hear the timer today, so hinge, press, row, squat, swing, or alternating dumbbell snatch. And then we got 3 rounds, just like we did before. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. So get ready for the hinge. Like I said, you can do a press or a push-up today. Just trying to alternate whatever you did the last time, do something different. I'm actually going to use some perfect push-ups today, just because I haven't used those yet, something a little bit different. So let's go get set up for those RDLs or a sumo deadlift. We're going to go 15 seconds. I'll give you a 10-second countdown here. Since you can't hear with the music, you're going to have to, I don't know, get pumped up just without it, I guess. 10 seconds here. And we'll go with these guys. RDL or sumo deadlift, 30 seconds. Push those hips up and back. Squeeze. Once you're getting the hang of that position, you can speed it up a little bit because we are trying to get to 15 or close to it. next one's gonna be the press, right? Yep. You would think after doing this for 31 days, I would have had the music figured out by now. That's okay. 5 seconds here again. We're shooting for variations that we can get 15 reps. Go! Next one we got is you're either doing a banded row or a bent over row with the dumbbells, like over a couch. You can do a bent over row from that traditional kind of standing hinge position. I'm going to stick to this band. It's just the most comfortable thing on my lower back. And 2, 1. Maybe I'll use the TRX on the next round. If you're getting done with all 15 reps, slow it down. Try to create more tension throughout that entire 30 seconds. Goblet squat. Or, yeah, just switching up the variations. If you did a goblet squat last time, do more of the sumo style of squat, like a box squat. If you have trouble hitting depth like me, you can elevate those heels and that should clean it right up. As we're trying to get that butt straight down. Last thing you got is either a swing or a dumbbell snatch. I think the last thing we did was a dumbbell snatch, so yeah, switch it up. You only got 2 more days, Wednesday and Friday, of this particular structure, and then we're going to switch everything up again next week. Might get closer to 20 swings here because this movement is a little faster. 30 seconds, time under tension is our goal. Or 15. 1 minute. And I've been craving a good workout. I wasn't feeling that great on like Thursday and Friday last week, so been taking it pretty easy, but man, I can just feel it like, I don't know, it's crazy when you're just kind of sitting around, laying around, like I wanna work out. It feels so much better afterwards. I don't know, since the quarantine, do you feel like you guys are sitting more than you were before? Because I definitely am. I used to get easily like 15 to 20,000 steps a day just from work because we're on our feet all day. And like I'm still trying to go for walks and move, but it's much more challenging. Back to that hinge, RDL, ready? reset. 10-second countdown, so you get an extra 10 seconds of rest. Lucky you. 3, 2, 1. Back to your press. Yeah, I know, it's sitting a lot, right? It's easy to do. Especially if the weather, like it's been a little bit rainy. Like last night it was raining, looks like it's pretty overcast today. That's why I'm glad that we're doing this, because it's keeping me doing something. Bro, let me try this TRX here. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. 'Sketching me out. The whole door was kind of moving out. It's not good. Squat. 10 seconds. So Jesse, how are those cinnamon rolls? Man, those look good. Swing. I haven't had a cinnamon roll since we had some from the Flying Apron place. 2, 1. Alrighty, Jesse, did you enjoy those cinnamon rolls? Man, I was pretty jealous of you. "15 seconds here. Jesse's gone. Three, 2, 1. RDL, last round here. Too many. I know, we like never bake. And even we've been like baking some stuff, like some pies and cookies. Not so good at the cookies. It's hard to get a good sweet cookie without, just a bunch of sugar. Well, that's a good amount of fatigue there. Row. Yeah, the last cinnamon rolls I ate were from that Flying Apron place. I think it still exists in Seattle. Man, those are good. It's hard to go wrong with those. 5, 3, 2, 1. Last squat. Last swing, and then we're going to get into just a little bit more strength and just a couple more exercises. Man, those split squats got me pretty sore last week. We're doing more of those. Last swing. Five. 4, Catch your breath. Start getting set up for these elevated split squats. I don't know, after doing that for a few weeks, is that feeling easier for you guys, or is that still pretty challenging? Still gets my heart rate up pretty good. Or if you weren't able to get all 15 reps, are you able to do more reps now, or are you seeing a decrease in your performance? Curious. So, while we're getting set up, I'm going to turn the timer off here. So while we're getting set up here, when we're in our split squat position, it doesn't matter if we have the foot elevated or not. Big thing we're trying to focus on is just keeping the knee in the middle of the foot as it tracks forward. It's going to help you stay upright. So weight in the heel, knee tracking forward. There are variations where you actually do lift the heel and press. I was doing some looking around on some articles that Dan had sent me, and it's pretty interesting to see some of the strength gains they did with athletes, putting them in that heel up position. We teach so much like heels down, but most of the time when people are in sports, that they're not really on their heels, right? They're on the balls of their feet running, so it's pretty interesting to train it that way too. But one thing a pretty common thing that we'll see, I don't mind if the knee actually comes inward a little bit, as long as the foot stays straight ahead. If the foot starts turning out and the knee's going in, then we're doing some things that are putting kind of torque on the inside of this knee. As long as the foot stays straight ahead, it can come in a little bit. I actually prefer it to come in versus out, especially on the left side. On the right side, I think people tend to have more difficult time keeping the knee from going, too far inward. And so another thing, just trying to keep the knee straight over the foot. So sometimes what I have to do is tell people, look, keep your arch down, but try to push your knee to the outside. Sometimes we'll use a band where we'll kind of pull the knee inward by wrapping a band around their knee, and they have to push out and just really get that glute to help them stay nice and stacked. So just pay attention to the position of your knee, and if you're super far inward here, like on the right side where we typically see that kind of pattern, we're going to think about pushing the knee out. On the left side, don't worry about it. Like if your knee comes in a little bit, it's not really a big deal. It's just stay in the heel. Push-ups are tough. Push-ups are hard. I feel like a lot of push-ups, pull-ups, a lot of those things you have to do so consistent to make them improve a lot. It's like, I guess that's kind of the idea with this programming, is we're hitting a lot of the same movements 3 times a week, even though it's different. It's a different horizontal press. We're trying to find all these different variations of how to build that particular position. So I'll stop talking. You can definitely load this position. Maybe for the first round, just making sure that form looks nice. I'm pressing myself straight up, coming straight down. Can come forward a little bit in my posture. It's okay, but if we can stay upright, that would be preferred. Shooting for 8 each side. Split squats are a great way to build your strength. And you don't need a ton of weight either. As soon as you start to load that with like we did last week, like I said, I encourage you to do that. If you feel ready to do it, go for it. Load it. Get the most out of your time here today. Next one we got is, I believe it's shoulder. We're going to do a shoulder raise. We've done these variations before. We're going to go 10 straight up, 10 forward. You can alternate, or you can knock them out separately. I don't really care. I'm going to alternate. Last thing I'm going to have you do here is a leg lower. So on your back. Again, you can anchor yourself with a weight, or you can just think about reaching those feet straight up. We're going to lower one leg at a time, keeping that lower back nice and flat. Let's go 8 each side. Really thinking about trying to keep those ribs down towards the floor as you exhale. Couple ways that we can load depending on how much weight you have for your squat. Your split squat can do that goblet style, holding it here in front of your body. Should help you stay more upright. Or you can take some of your lighter weights, like if you have just a couple of the lighter weights, we can go ahead and put one on each side, and then we're pressing straight up. 2 different variations. This one's going to tend to pitch you forward a little bit, and that's okay, as long as you're able to stay in control and your spine isn't rolling forward. It's the integrity of your spine on all of these, like squatting, deadlifting. That's really the main focus. Whatever position your spine is in, just keep it there. It's okay if it hinges forward a little bit, whether I hinge forward or I come straight down. Like, as long as it stays in the same position and your abs are on tight, should be okay. That's why it's nice to train different variations of squatting. If you do more of like a back squat, it's going to pitch you forward a little bit, your hips are going to go back. It's just the nature of the way the weight is loaded on your body. Or if you do more of like a front squat, you're going to be super upright. They're all good. They're all great. Recommend definitely trying to mix up the variations that you're practicing, so you're getting all kinds of different load and stimulus, and not overusing any particular pattern. And without the music, I feel more of a need to like chat and talk. You guys are like, shut up and just do the exercise. That's what my clients tell me anyway. I just find this stuff super interesting. Love it. Back to those leg lowers, and we got one more round, and that'll take us to the end. Probably a good 50-minute workout. Oh. Hands and feet straight up. Most important thing is keeping that lower back nice and flat. We're going to lower one leg at a time. You don't have to lower the leg all the way to the floor. Go where it's comfortable, where you continue to challenge yourself. Alright, last round. How's everybody feeling? After a long, hopefully restful weekend. And good news, I think Janelle and I are finally going to get our unemployment deployment checks. Finally got cleared up. Took them a while to get to our paperwork. So we'll see today, hopefully. Hopefully we'll see. Alright, last time with this split squat. That's the burn I remember from last week. Almost done. Lateral raise. And last leg lower. Alright, that is day 31 in the books. Thank you all for coming as always.